Chapter 2 Overview. Our objectives: recognize the importance of a systematic approach to tax research, demonstrate and elaborate on the steps of the tax research process, express the importance of gathering pertinent facts and identifying research issues, and describe the sources of federal tax law. These are the steps, and we worked with these earlier in Chapter 11. These are covered on page 53. Notice how steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 tie into the relevant facts. The relevant facts are the basis for establishing the issues and the authorities and the evaluation of the authorities. The tax research process requires mechanical skills, gained and sharpened through knowledge and experience. Critical thinking, being able to analyze and solve a problem, is something the tax researcher must master. Avoid always asking others to make decisions or to help with this critical thinking process. For this course, we use practice and application. We work with learning the concepts, and we also perform research and prepare tax research memos. This looks familiar, the file memo format and content. Note the position of the conclusions. The reader needs to review the relevant facts and the issues. Next, the reader needs to know the conclusion. The support area supports the conclusion and is the result of our work. And we know that this is the example from page 414. Page 61 of the text shows the tax research memo template. This is the format that must be followed. Let's look at step 1, the significant facts.
Way off. Try the flaming hot.
A little more to the left.
We're trying our best, sir. Maybe
See text page 53. Many beginning tax researchers make the mistake of attempting to research a problem before they completely understand all of the relevant facts and circumstances. Page 4, the authors tell us that we have to balance the need for efficiency against the need for thoroughness. You have to exercise judgment and those critical thinking skills. Avoid simply writing every word from interviews or every word in the cases that will be completed this semester. Focus on the relevant facts. One example, the client wants to know if the expense is deductible. That's not a relevant fact. That's the basis for the research issue. We get to step 2, identifying the issues, fact issues, and law issues. Simple situations can generate many research issues. Each issue must be thoroughly evaluated and analyzed. New issues may arise when researching the original problem. But avoid simply making a list of questions that will be researched. Example, page 414. There is one specific issue: how much of the mortgage interest paid can be claimed as an itemized deduction. Some beginning researchers take a different approach, and they list all of these issues. What is the standard deduction? Will the clients file a joint return? Do the clients meet the requirements to deduct mortgage interest? Should a Schedule A be filed? Was Form 1098 received? Are the title and mortgage in the names of the clients? Should this go on line 6 of Form XXX? Well, those are issues that are addressed at some point, but the purpose of the research memo is to look at that one or two or several issues, whatever the case, and decide what is the proper tax treatment. The tax practitioner can go on to decide exactly where it fits on the tax return, but we don't have to have all of those issues. You're not asked to prepare the entire tax return. As we move to step 3, Primary and secondary authority. There's a separate PowerPoint that covers these authorities. Primary includes statutory, administrative, and judicial, and we'll cover these in chapters 3, 4, and 5. Secondary, annotated sources, topical services, court reporters, and tax journals. These are important, but we want to keep working with our primary authority. These are some great tax journals. These are secondary authorities. Use these to stay current, but always find the citations in primary sources. The articles help with understanding, but should not be used to support a conclusion. Step 4, evaluate authority. Considerations. Different authorities may suggest different treatments. And this is a critical part of being a tax practitioner. As we work with court decisions, IRS pronouncements, different types of authorities, and we will cover this in detail as we work with chapters 3, 4, and 5. Step 5, develop conclusions and recommendations. Alternatives must be considered. Recommendations should include the alternatives. As we consider the client's preferences, that's not an opportunity to create our own tax law or to come to a conclusion that's not supported by primary authorities. We still have to have a conclusion that is tenable, is supported, abides by the rules. Not every case needs alternative conclusions. It just all depends. Step 6, that important step, communicate recommendations. The client file and the letter to client. And you can see how the memo to the file is an important part of the client file. Good writing is the goal.